Before the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. A minute or so ago, it was the veteran leader of this Seattle secondary, Cam Chancellor, firing up this Seahawk crowd that's in its usual full roar as he and his mates get set to go head-to-head with the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everybody. I'm Brandon Guyton. To my left, as always, he's Charles Davis. And, Charles, we saw in the open, we've got a couple of great running backs in this game tonight, each capable of putting a team on his back.
And I'm excited to talk about the runners, not just the passers, who have a big hand in who's going to win this game. Both of these guys are do it all. Can run it, can catch it. I can't wait to get this one started.
Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And off we go from Seattle. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Russell Wilson leading them out there, 6-year quarterback who finished his college ball, of course, as a Wisconsin Badger.
One of the more cerebral quarterbacks in the NFL, analyzes situations, watches a ton of tape, adapts his game to whatever is presented in front of him. And despite the fact he's been in the league for 6 years, the future still bright for Russell Wilson.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
On second down, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Everson Griffin in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both first and second down.
Now, I know we're only 2 plays in, but after giving up back-to-back with the protection, and they can't wait to halftime to make an adjustment.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Play action. Now Wilson. They've got his man complete. And now a first down following that long gain. They go play action here on first down. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And we take a look at the offense for the Seahawks.
In music, the Seattle sound is distinctive. In the NFL, it's the Seattle running game. Usually ranked in the top 5 in the NFL. It fell to number 25 in 2016, and they're trying to revamp the offensive line and find a bell cow running back in order to get things moving again.
Now Wilson on second down. Airing one deep for Curse. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Quickly now a look at the defensive starters for Minnesota.
Minnesota head coach Mike Zimmer made his reputation as a defensive coordinator in this league, and that did not change in 2016. His team finished 3rd overall in total defense, and despite many injuries, kept his team in the playoff hunt throughout the season.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now Wilson. He hits Jermaine Curse. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So first possession, 4th and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. What do you think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling go for it. Let's get this, all right? Yeah, look, you're right. You know, the field goal's there, but it's not a chip shot. My big thing is opening drive. You're trying to establish momentum. Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this first down and then continue on downfield and try and get a touchdown.
Like your confidence.
Yeah, why not? Let's go. Chance there from long distance to get our first points on the board. How close was it to getting there? Pretty darn close.
And our attention shifts here to the Seahawks defense. Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. Bradford. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They just do get the play off. Now Bradford. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Bradford hitting Thielen there for a Viking first.
Hey, we talked about Adam Thielen a little bit last year, didn't we? Possession receiver, makes some tough catches, gets it done, and he's a homeboy. Grew up very close to the Twin Cities.
And showing those possession receiver skills right there to pick up the first. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Looking out of the gun, Bradford. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. First carry now for the rookie, Dalvin Cook. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football. And the Seahawks have recovered. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
And out now come the Seahawks. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They stay on the ground, rolls again, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Second down following the run. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to stand up.
On first down, Murray. And able to work his way down to the 16. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now Bradford. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. Now it's a bootleg with Bradford. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. K.J. Wright from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a long.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
In search of something here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Bradford getting his guys ready. From the gun, Bradford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They're going to run it with Murray. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Latavius Murray taking it in. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, they just put a little sizzle in their steak there. First quarter, 4th and goal, run it in. A boost.
I think they showed confidence in their defense by going for it. That's telling their defense, look, we're counting on you guys, and we know that we believe in you. Field position on our side, and you'll stop them. Instead, they put it in the end zone and tally up 6 points.
He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it culminates with a Latavius Murray touchdown run. Forbath out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. At the end of one, 7-0 is our score. We'll be back to Seattle right after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On second down, Rawls. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
One of my favorite safeties in the league is Harrison Smith. His ability to support in the run game, as we just saw there, that's key, but also can cover deep as well.
They go read option with Wilson. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Now John Ryan, 12th year in the league, on to punt it away. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Now Bradford on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They start the drive with Cook, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, who is this guy? He's special. And he said, dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field.
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. Off the play fake to Cook. Here's Bradford. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
In search of something here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Bradford getting his guys ready. From the shotgun, it's Bradford. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Here again is McKinnon. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, They almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll try to throw now. Bradford. And this one's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Play clock winding down. The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And the play clock becoming an issue, so Mike Zimmer's forced to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Bradford. A dump down to McKinnon. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective third down play to move the chains. Bradford now to throw on first down. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
A toss to Murray. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
To the ground, this time Cook. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And this offense on third down today, they've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. The play fake. Bradford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. And this a 39-yard attempt. And Forbath will put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Forbath now to kick it away after the made field goal. It's fielded a few yards into the end zone. Go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So let's glance at a player's spotlight now with Russell Wilson. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. On first down, Wilson. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Wilson again to Rawls. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pick, out up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. They go again with Rawls. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Here's John Ryan now as he'll kick it away for the second time. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Here's Sherrills. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. And our attention here turns to Latavius Murray. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series for those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. On 1st and 10, Bradford. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. A gain of 6 there on first.
Talk about a combo that works really well. Sam Bradford, short, dart-throwing quarterback, and Kyle Rudolph able to work the seams inside and make those tough catches.
Now Rudolph wound up shattering his career high with 83 catches last year, 3rd among NFL tight ends. Second down now after the pass completion. From the gun, Bradford. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Bradford on first down. Going with a screen for Murray. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. To the air again with Bradford. Wide open receiver complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. First down, Bradford. Accepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Extra point try now for Walsh. And that makes it 14-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report. Here's Larry Ridley.
All right, Brandon, we'll see if I can get through this without being skipped as we welcome you to our EA Sports halftime report. The Seahawks are happy to be sitting in the locker room with a lead. The Vikings just want to come out after the half and claw their way back into the game. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Offense on the field now after the fumble. On the carry, it's Latavius Murray. And this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. 2nd and 2 coming up. Under duress, and the pass is picked off. Seahawks will take it back for the touchdown. Seahawks tied up at 7. Now 1st and 10. The hurry throw would be picked off. Sherman's going to run it back for the touchdown. The lead grows to 4. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles for the call of the second half. Brandon.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. To return, here comes Marcus Sherrills. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They go play action here on first down. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Wilson going to give the rolls. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Counter play, rolls. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and it's 3rd and 5.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
Now after the made field goal, Walsh back out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, good move. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play and give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Second down, Bradford. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. In search of something here after the sack. It's third and long. Bradford getting his guys ready. Operating from the gun. Bradford. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is knocked down from the side. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's second and 2.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
And some options here for the offense on second and 2. From the gun, Bradford, and a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Vikings on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run here. It's Murray. Murray fighting. Lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Complete outright to Kurz. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Right at come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And the D looking like they may blitz. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. A swing pass caught. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 33 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Seahawks. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Walsh now for the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And out now come the Vikings. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
Possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Now a hit, and the ball comes out. Bradford's lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a second down throw for Bradford. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. The 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs, 72 yards. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Forbath to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Forbath out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to do their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And some room to maneuver. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. A running play for Rawls. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the front. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle.
False start, offense.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Following the penalty, it's Rawls. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Second down following the run. Again, Rawls. He's been busy tonight. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson hit, it's loose, it's out, fumble, and this belongs to the Vikings.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And now out comes Minnesota. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Bradford now after the fumble recovery. And he whips that one incomplete there.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Ten yards still left on second down. Bradford going to give it to Murray. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, Bradford. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Bradford finding Rudolph there for a Viking first.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Bradford with a give to Murray. And room there to work it inside the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. 3 yards to go on second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. That was second down run for Murray. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
You and I both know that you don't really truly replace Adrian Peterson, but Latavius Murray is a really good back. Similar running styles, too. Won't wear the same number, we know that. But when you see him run, you might see a little bit of that in him, upright with some power.
Set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Cook getting the handoff for Bradford. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Looking to throw on second down. Bradford, and it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now they'll run. Murray. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
To throw is Bradford. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Kyle Rudolph, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And now a critical extra point attempt here. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They start on the ground with Rawls. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. This is Rawls. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
The Seahawks on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Play action. Now Wilson. And he's got some space here. A second nice move. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. Sherrills to return it. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They pitch it out to Murray. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. They go play action. Now Bradford. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Vikings on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is third down and 12. From the gun, Bradford. And that is incomplete.
The Positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here's Ryan Quigley now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Whoosh, and then he goes with a juke. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And we move our focus to Thomas Rawls. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Throwing is Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Terrence Newman with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And now out comes Minnesota. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 2nd down, Cook. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll try to throw now. Bradford. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Cliff Averill in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
In search of something here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Bradford getting his guys ready. Working out of the gun. Bradford. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So here now is Kai Forbath with the pressure on. This for the lead in the final stages. And Forbath will put this one through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
This is fielded at the goal line. Vision a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
It's caught. Lockett. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
The previous play is under review. After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
And they'll try to close it out now. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in the 4th quarter of play. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Now Bradford. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Here's Ryan Quigley now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another fourth-quarter comeback?
And it's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the best spot, they're maybe the most nervous people in the stadium because they've seen this happen to too many people before, too many teams. They've got to find a way to shut him down.
Here we go again for the grizzled vet. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll look to throw. Going to Rawls on the dump-off. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. He'll look to throw. The grab made by Curse over the middle. And he's brought down. Wilson finding Curse, and it's a Seattle first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And with the clock ticking on exit. Back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
On third down, Procise. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to tie things up in the final minute. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. Well, I know it points to this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard, your defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Seattle.